Ye Wubin's 100 Lessons to Mastering Time Management. Lesson 62. Advice to follow before, during, and after your run. Hello everyone, my name is Ye Wubin from Neng. I am so happy to be with you now at 6 a.m. on the Ximalaya App. For those of you who have been following my lessons, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome aboard. I'm so happy to have you with us. Time is man's scarcest resource. Once it's used, it can never be regained. So if you're not using your time effectively, or if the time you are spending is only getting you further away from your dreams in life, then stay with me. Listen a while, and I'm confident I can help open your eyes to a new path that will get you closer to your dreams. I want to remind you there are 100 classes in this album, and every class lasts about 6 minutes. It is updated at 6 a.m. New York City time each morning. Today, I will talk more about running as an example of developing a habit of exercise in your life. The first thing to remember is that exercise and sports not only bring us health, but also replenishes our energy, and if done in the morning, can provide us happiness through the release of endorphins that will stay with us for the rest of the day. Therefore, I do recommend running in the morning. Second, make sure you run slowly in order to run over a long distance. I recommend you practice the LSD method, which is long, slow distance, in order to give it enough time for those endorphins to be released so you'll experience the happiness that comes from this phenomenon. With it, you'll fall in love with running and be motivated to run faster and faster over time. Next, recall the 5-word method that running expert Wudong teaches us that will prevent injury. They are: stand upright, body lean, be soft, keep balance, and be strong. Today I will talk more about running. I will share some important things that you should be aware of before running, in the process of running, and after running. First, before running. Before running, there are just a few things to remember. Keep your stomach empty, and if you're running in the morning, that is, except to drink some water. Don't run as soon as you get up. Instead, complete a mildly strenuous activity for 30 minutes, like yoga, or even write a morning diary. Then proceed to your run. Warming up is unnecessary before running. Instead, run slowly for the first kilometer. Make sure you run very slowly so you don't injure yourself. This will give yourself enough time to get the blood flowing in your body. During running, you don't need to drink water if running less than 10 kilometers. If you run every day, then make sure you gradually build up your distance so that you don't injure yourself. I recommend running 3 to 5 kilometers at first, and then moving on to 5 to 10 kilometers. Don't run too much. Keep the same distance for 1 or 2 months before slowly adjusting your distance. When running, you can mix up your strategies. For instance, sometimes you can jog using the long, slow distance or LSD method, and other times you can try short distance running or variable pace running, sometimes called fartleks. Pay close attention to the body's balance and posture when running. It's better to run in the daytime rather than at night, especially for beginners. At night, it is difficult to see the road surface below you, and you may trip over sudden changes in the slope in the ground or sudden objects like sewer grates or raised sidewalks. After running. Stretching after running is very important, not before, but after you run. Make sure only to stretch warm muscles, or you will risk injury. There are 2 types of stretches, and you should do both of them: static stretching and dynamic stretching. Static stretching means standing still when stretching and maintaining a pose for at least 30 seconds. For example, if you sit on the ground with your legs straight out in front of you, and then reach towards your toes and hold that position, that is a static stretch. Dynamic stretching means constant moving, such as rolling your arms in a circular motion. Stretching helps us shape our muscles as well as to relax them after exercise. I do recommend doing more static stretches than dynamic stretches, as the effect will be better. If you join our Classroom Neng course on the second morning, I will lead you on a 5-kilometer run. After more than 8 months of this event in my courses, I've observed that static stretching after running has helped recovery and flexibility, and no one has been injured yet. Almost every student who has joined the offline Ye Neng course develops the habit of exercise because they see just how positive and pleasurable it can feel when done correctly. Now, are you willing to run? Now I must emphasize, Do not exercise too hard or you will risk injury, and the key to all of this is to prevent injury. Maintain the same distance and effort for 1 month before increasing. I also suggest that you don't run more than 10 kilometers on any one day. After 2 months, I would say that you can try to run 15 kilometers or a half marathon. In the next lesson, I will teach you how to register for a marathon and review the major issues to keep in mind when running a marathon. Also, I'll share with you what marathon goals you should challenge yourself with. These audio lessons are translated by Neng's partner Cece and then recorded by her husband Justin. I wish you great success today. See you tomorrow.